if they're happy with it, then we'll have a bath together maybe once a week. This isn't a big issue in our house at all. It's something we've been doing for years.
Alright there kids, don't mind me and me saggy flapjacks. How was your day at school? Now in case you don't know who this woman is, this is basically an old woman who, let me guess, she probably has been single and divorced for the last 15 years. And why is she on the news? Well, she bathes with her 11 and 10-year-old son. In the same bathroom, in the same bathtub. What the hell is wrong with this person? Like, serious. I mean, the worst thing I feel sorry about, like the worst part of this, is that those kids, those poor kids, I mean, not only have they been traumatized by their mum for the rest of their lives. I mean, even when the mum dies, the memory is still going to be in their heads. Like, the memory is not going to fade away, is it? Like, this is the only time in a funeral in which they won't want to remember the person who's just died. And in fact, another worst thing is that the poor souls are probably going to get bullied to hell when they go back to school the next day.
And it's something that's really enjoyable. I've got a very tiny bathroom, but we'll all sort of scooch together sometimes, the three of us.
Oh, bloody hell, Karen, why are you getting into details again? Now, talking about details, check out the activities they do whilst they're all three in the same bathtub.
Sometimes we can just read a magazine and sometimes we'll just chat. We can be in there for 20 minutes or so.
Oh my god, that is probably the most middle-aged single mom activity I have ever heard in my life. Like, how the hell do they even enjoy reading magazines with you? I mean, surely most kids just go on, I don't know, Fortnite or COD and, you know, talk shit to each other, not bloody staying naked with their mums in their tight-ass bathtub and then reading from magazines. UK police arrest 78-year-old man after burglar stabbed to death. Now, in case you don't know what this is about, basically in the UK, some burglar tried to burgle a pensioner's house. However, the pensioner fought back with a screwdriver and stabbed the burglar to death. And now all hell is breaking loose on the UK social media because everyone's saying the pensioner defended himself, the burglar should not, the burglar deserves it. And everyone is saying the pensioner even deserves a medal. Now, to be honest, I actually agree with that. However, the one thing I do like about the story is the photo they used to show the pensioner. Like, I think it's pretty much the most British, you know, your dad is in the pub photo ever. I mean, just look at that, holding 2 pints and watching the Grand Nationals. Could you not get any more bloody English than that? Now, in other news, the football club West Brom, they've just sacked their manager, Alan Pardew. Now, in case you might be wondering why on earth have they sacked him, and why on earth are you telling me this? Well, for two reasons. One, West Brom are literally at the bottom of the Premier League table. Like, they have doing absolute dog shit. Like, I mean, it's just unbelievable the number of games they've lost. And the funny thing about this entire story is the way Alan Pardew got fired. Now, the thing is though, like, he attended the training sessions and he thought his firing was actually an April Fool's prank. So it wasn't until he attended training that he actually found out that he was fired for real. What a retard. I mean, this is why everyone in football loves Alan Pardew, because, you know, he does idiotic stuff like this. And I remember one time when his team was leading 2-0 and he decided to do a little dance because he thought he would, like, instantly win the final. But it turns out his team actually lost. Like, Alan Pardew seems like, you know Gil or Jill from The Simpsons. Like, he always has got this depressing career constantly and no one knows why, but everyone still likes him. Declan Donnelly tearfully thanked audience after hosting Saturday Night Takeaway show on his own. Now, you might be wondering, why did he host the show on his own and why wasn't Ant there? Well, because of this. Yep, that's right. Ant has actually been drink driving, not just with any car. Apparently, that's his mum's car. I mean, how on earth did he get his mum to give him the car keys whilst he was bloody drunk? That is just crazy. Like, most people's mums don't even allow their kids to even enter the car as a passenger. I mean, whereas Ant's mum, she probably wouldn't even allow him to be on crack and fly an aeroplane. And just like any other celebrity doing something really, really big and wrong, his fans actually went on to defend him. Like, they went on to say, oh, he needs help, he's the victim in this case. I mean, surely the 3-year-old is fine, right? I mean, we don't need to worry about the, you know, the actual injured people. All we have to worry about is Ant. I mean, and we all know that a normal person in real life would actually be sent to prison for this. However, because it's Ant, and because he's a millionaire, he can just go into that lovely, lovely thing called rehab. And that's what's probably going to happen to this prick. Seriously, like, you can't defend this bullshit. And last but not least, rugby player 19 has been left paralysed after swallowing a slug as a dare. Now, what goes into your head before you even eat a slug? And apparently, after reading more of the article, it says that it wasn't the slug that made him paralyzed. It was actually that the slug was infected with a type of lungworm that you find in rats, and that lungworm gave him a disease called eosinophilic meningoencephalitis. I have no idea what the hell that disease does, but it basically made him fall into a coma for 420 days and made him a quadriplegic. Now, I mean, if you're gonna eat a slug as a dare, at least cook it, kids. Like, that's the moral of the story. Eat fully cooked food. Do not eat raw meat. Do not eat raw anything, in fact. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe already. Make sure to check out my other upcoming content. And if I don't see you in the new videos, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shove a slug down your throat.